and say, enough is enough. They have increased the population in this country by almost 2 million in the past 10 to 15 years. We have a huge housing problem, and a part of that housing problem, aside from the total mismanagement of successive governments, is the increase in population. If we don't have enough houses for our own people, how the hell can we house the rest of the world? All of us who are involved in this battle, particularly since November 2022, when they tried to put, and when they succeeded in putting over 400 single males into an office building in East Wall, they abandoned all of the laws that we had previously had. They tell us you can't have a veto over who lives in your community. Well, we say, yes, we can. In Cllr, they have said that they consulted with the local community. Consultation in this country for this government is simply, here's what we're doing, take it or leave it. And we'll throw a few bob into a few dodgy projects, and they buy off a managerial class. That's what they've done for 100 years in this country. Again, we say enough is enough. People wonder why Sinn Féin are paying the price for this in working class communities. Those communities believed that Sinn Féin had their backs. They believed that Sinn Féin were different. They believed that Sinn Féin weren't part of the establishment. They know that that narrative is totally false. They know that Sinn Féin is just as culpable as Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and Labour and the Greens and every other left-wing grouping that's in the Parliament. They have been rejected in working class communities. In my own constituency, Fianna Fáil have been rejected. They don't have a seat. And we have an opportunity next October, hopefully, to get rid of this government. But it must be replaced by people who believe in this nation, people who believe in the future of this country, people who believe that when we leave this place, that we should leave it in a better condition for our children and grandchildren than when we came into it. Because this battle is not about many of us here today. Many of us probably have maybe 20 years left, if we're lucky enough. It's about our children and our grandchildren. It's about creating a life for them. It's about ensuring that they have somewhere to live. It's about ensuring that they, unlike our grandparents, are not forced to leave this country to achieve a standard of living and a quality of life that is denied to them here. They tell us we need migration to run the health service. The people running the health service in this country shouldn't be sent to run a bath, never mind the health service. We wouldn't need the staff in the health service from other countries if they hadn't increased the population by 2 million. We wouldn't need foreign doctors and nurses if our own doctors and nurses could afford to rent or buy a house to live in this country and weren't forced to emigrate to places like Australia and Canada. Everybody here has a role to play in this battle. And in this war, there are many battles. We will win some and we'll lose some. But we will carry on, and eventually we will be victorious. In the words of Bobby Sands, we all have a part to play, and no one's part is any greater or more important than anybody else's. Those who are at the forefront of this movement, of this massive grassroots nationalist movement that's emerging in Ireland, just happen to be in those positions. We're no different and no better than somebody convincing their neighbour of the justice of our cause. And it's fast just listening to the crowd behind you talking about workers' rights. If we go back to why the trade union movement was established in Britain at the beginning of the last century, it was to fight uncontrolled migration into Britain, which had the objective of driving down the wages of ordinary working people. And it's incredible that those who claim to represent the working class want to continue to do that. But of course, most of those work for the state in one form or another. And I'll finish again with the words of Bobby Sands. Our revenge will be the laughter of our children.
Well, thank you so much, Malachy and Mary, for making the journey. Could you please have